Hi, I'm Chof Bacalso, the admin of Life at IMG, and today let's discuss some product training, the importance of getting healthcare, and a little introduction on our partner company, Kaiser International Health Group. So before that, some alarming health realities about life and why most people really need to get healthcare. A lot of us, majority of Filipinos, don't save money for medical needs. We save for retirement, for wedding, for car, for house and lot. But most of the time, saving for healthcare needs, we often neglect. And then number two, no traditional healthcare company covers an elderly ages 61 and up. So most short-term healthcare benefits of like companies, by the age 60 and up, you are no longer covered. And then here in the Philippines, medical costs doubles every 6 to 8 years. Private hospitals can't let you in without deposit and or without payment. So that's why it's very important we need to get health care, because most of the time people die not because there's no medicine, but because there's no money. Okay? And then you cannot bring with you the healthcare benefits provided by your company when you retire or resign. So that's why most Filipinos don't save for medical needs, especially long term, because we depend on companies' healthcare benefits. But by the time we resign or retire, we can no longer bring with us the benefits. Okay, and then most people rely on their children or sell their properties or borrow money for medical needs, especially during retirement. Okay, so these are some realities that why it is very important to get long-term healthcare. And then majority of people, okay, the main reason why most people go bankrupt is because of medical expenses. So this is really something that we really need to think about. Who will provide for our health care during our retirement years? Okay. Is it the government? Is it your children? Is it your employer? Okay. Or will we do something today so that we take care of ourselves during our retirement years? And then, as we mentioned in the fast track course, it is very important that when we want to build a solid financial foundation, okay, we need to build from bottom to top, ground up. That's why very important we need healthcare, long-term and short-term. We need to get life insurance protection. We have no debts. We have emergency funds in our bank accounts, and investments. But what if I can tell you that there is a program that has healthcare protection and investment all in one program? Investment, healthcare, life insurance in one program. And that is what we call Kaiser Ultimate Health Builder. So this is one of our recommended programs because it jumpstarts a person in building a solid financial foundation. Again, it jumpstarts the person in building a solid financial foundation. So how does healthcare ultimate works? So before that, this is the complete financial plan. This is the person, and then in our life, we play the what if game. What if I die too soon? Who will take care of my family? Or what if I live too long? Who will take care of me? Okay. So the answer to these questions are this one. If I die too soon, we need life insurance so that we can give monetary value to our family in case something happens to us. But what if we live too long? We need to have investments and long-term healthcare. And that is what Kaiser Ultimate is all about. It's a 3-in-1 program that covers the 3 major financial needs of people or Filipinos: investments, income protection or life insurance, and lastly, healthcare. So Kaiser long-term healthcare works like this one. Let's say, for example, name is Juan de la Cruz. He gets a plan called K100. Okay, so this is the long-term care benefit, and the contract price is around 400,000 pesos. So depending on the person, he can have monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual payments. Okay, So for this kind of program, his annual payment is around 58,000. So let's say, for example, Juan de la Cruz started saving at age 22. So in the first 7 years, this is what we call the accumulation period. So Kaiser, you just need to save for 7 years. Only need to save for 7 years. Okay. So here, you contribute 58,000 every year. So the total contract price is around 411,000. So during this saving period, this will be your benefits. Number one, yearly physical exam benefits. This is what we call like APE or annual physical exam, like stool analysis, urine analysis, ECG, all right, the basic five. Next is dental benefits. So every year, these benefits are free. This one and this one. Dental benefits like cleaning and simple tooth extraction. Then number 3 and 4, waiver of installment due to death or waiver of installment due to disability. So in case something happens to us while we are still saving, say for example, there's something, let's say for example, at year 2, something happens to the policyholder. The policy or the program can be waived, meaning it will be considered fully paid depending on the situation, and the program will be transferred to the beneficiary. Okay. Number 5, basic medical benefits. So we have because it is healthcare. By the time we get sick, we just show our healthcare card, and we can get in without any deposit. And we also have like discounts on like the doctor's fee. Okay, so those are basic medical benefits. Number 6, members' choice of board and room. Okay, for this plan K100, the board and room is 1,000 per day. Yearly benefit limit, in case we get sick in the first 7 years, Kaiser will shoulder 60,000 per year. Okay, but granting the sickness is not pre-existing. Okay, so it must not be pre-existing because it protects the healthy plan holders. Because if in the first 7 years pre-existing sicknesses are covered, it's very easy to sell this program. Okay, so we want to protect the company, protect the policy holders. That's why in the first 7 years, no pre-existing sickness is covered. And then once the person has fully paid within the 7 years, okay, after the person has fully paid, okay, so after his contribution, he will receive a certificate of full payment, and after that, he will also receive this Kaiser Visa card. Okay, so by the time we get sick, we just swipe the Visa card, and then it gives us peace of mind. So this is really something very, very powerful with Kaiser, because a lot of people would recommend getting health insurance, okay, the critical illness benefits, or those like you just invest your money in mutual funds. So it's very, very tedious while you're in bed in the hospital and you sign some redemption forms. So it's gonna be very, very tedious to do that. But through Kaiser, we have this Visa card. So with just a swipe of your card, okay, so it gives you peace of mind. So after saving for 7 years, okay, so this will be now the time for the extended period wherein our money will now start to grow. Okay, it will start to accumulate. So average interest rate of Kaiser is around 10% interest per year, because Kaiser, its funds are managed in mutual funds. Okay, so the funds in Kaiser are also invested in mutual funds. And then additional benefits are these. 8, 9, and 10. Number 8 is term life insurance. Okay, so term life, in case something happens to us, okay, within the 20 years period, so saving for 7 years plus 13 years, so that's 20 years, we are covered with term life insurance. In case something happens to us, our family will receive insurance benefit. Number 9, accidental death and dismemberment. So in case of accident, death due to accident, the life insurance coverage will be times 2. Okay, times 2. And then this one is the best benefit. Lifetime network access to over 500 hospitals and 1,000 doctors and growing as long as you have funds in your Kaiser program. So meaning, as long as we have funds in our Kaiser program, we have lifetime access to hospitals and doctors. So again, to summarize, that's 7 years to save and then 13 years to wait. And on the 20th year, okay, your program will mature. So this will be the breakdown of the maturity. This will be the unused accumulated value of your healthcare program. In case you don't use it within the first few years, your money will accumulate plus the interest. So this will be the accumulated fund. This is the long-term care bonus, or the benefit rather. So as I mentioned here, the long-term care benefit, this is 100,000. Okay. And then this one, the long-term care bonus. This is like 85% return on your premium. What do you mean by that? In case in the first 7 years, okay, so let's go back. In case in the first 7 years, you're actually covered with 60,000 per month, per year. But what if you don't use the 60,000 per year, okay? Because, say for example, you got your Kaiser at age 22, so you're very young and healthy, and no claims were made during the first 7 years, okay? Then 85% of your contract price will be returned to you as a long-term care bonus. That's why it's very, very advisable. The younger you are, the best time, that is the best time to save for your Kaiser long-term program. And most especially if you have like healthcare benefit in your company, I highly suggest that you don't use Kaiser when you get sick. Use your short-term healthcare in your company, and then you let your long-term care continue to accumulate. And then last, what if there's when the market performs really good, then there's what we call additional health benefits. Okay, on top of the 10% interest here, once the market performs really good, you have additional health benefits. So this one, total health benefits is just this one. Total accumulated health benefit plus additional health benefits. This will be the sum. So when you add these benefits, this will be the total accumulated benefits with bonus on maturity. Okay? So again, total investment is around 411,000, but after 20 years, you have 1.1 million pesos. So more or less, when you compute that, that is around almost times 3 of your investment amount. So when you think about it, it's a very good program. Okay? So you invested this much, after 20 years, your money becomes almost tripled. All right? So let's look at some proposal, because that was based on age 22 and K100 program. Let's say, for example, 58,000 or 5,800 per month is too much for us. Say, for example, you get K60. Okay? And right now, your age, say, for example, age 30. Okay? So it depends on the person. If he saves at age 30 and then he got K60 as a program, it matures at age 50, and the total maturity value will be almost 700,000. Again, he invested around 247 times 3, almost times 3, almost 700,000. What if he don't use it at age 50? Because at age 50, probably very healthy, still very healthy, then he lets it accumulate at age 60. Okay? So he now has 1.8 million. And then he lets it accumulate at age 65. He now has 2.9 million pesos at age 65. But what if the person decides, I'm going to save at age 31. Okay? How much are we going to be losing? Same program, same contract price, age 51, same maturity. At age 60, becomes 1.6, or at age 65, now becomes 2.6 million, right? So the person lost around how much? 2.6 and then 30, almost around 300,000 by delaying 1 year. Okay, so it's really highly advisable if we can save the earlier, the better. Okay, so I highly suggest, ask the person who invited you to ask a quotation, right? So that depending on your needs, depending on your capability, or the amount that you are comfortable to save every year or every month or semi-annual, okay, or depending on how much you want at age 60, we can know your basically your financial need. So we need to do a financial checkup so that we can know how much is the best Kaiser program for you. Okay, so ask the person who invited you, or you can personally contact me or message life at IMG so that we give you a proposal. The earlier you start to save in Kaiser, the better. So going back, this one. So I mentioned earlier that, let's say for example at age 42, the 20th year maturity, this will be the value. Say for example he lets it accumulate at age 60, the value will become 6.8, or let it accumulate to age 65, oops, the value will be 10 million pesos. Okay. So some realities or some examples why we really need to get Kaiser program. So what if we die too soon? So this one is Mrs. Venus Tualdes. She's a financial advocate of IMG. Alright? And it so happened that last May 2016, she died because of car accident, leaving her two kids who are still high school students. But the good thing, 2 weeks prior to the accident, she started saving and got Kaiser long-term care product. Just imagine, she was able to save around 2 months only. So the program she got was K75. She saved 4,000 times 2, around 8,000 pesos in Kaiser. But because Kaiser has life insurance, okay, her kids received almost 1 million pesos cash. And then the policy was transferred to the beneficiary. Meaning, after maturity, the beneficiary will receive another million because of the plan. Okay, so it's very sad, but at the same time, very fortunate that she, as a financial advocate, was able to get Kaiser long-term care, and her kids was able to really maximize the benefits. Another example is, what if we live too long? So this guy is Mr. Lorenzo Leonardo, one of the financial advocates of IMG. On the right side is, on the left side is her Lola. Her Lola's age is around 91 years old. But the sad part is this one. Her Lola doesn't have any health care. Okay? But then, another problem is that she doesn't have health care, but at the same time, the medical costs or some of the hospital administered, what is this? Lola's food alone in the hospital administered via IV cost around 7,500 daily. And according to Mr. Lorenzo, he mentioned that they were able to spend almost more than millions already because of her Lola. Okay? So if we don't have long-term health care, who will take care of us? The sad part is that we become a burden to our family if we don't have long-term health care. So really, healthcare is really something that we need to have. Okay? If we don't have healthcare, I don't know what other options we have. If you get mutual funds, I don't know, like you're age 91 and you're gonna be signing redemption forms? No way. You get VULs with critical illness. But this here, the Lola of Enzo, got sick not because of critical illness, but because of old age. Okay, so your critical illness will be useless at this time. So you need cash. You need long-term healthcare. And then some reality is this one. Which one do you want to be which one do you want to be admitted in? Ward area or a suite room? Okay? If you don't have a healthcare program and a healthcare funds, we don't have a choice. So again, Kaiser program is 3-in-1. It has investments. The funds are invested in mutual funds. It has life protection, and the best part is long-term healthcare. So I highly suggest that you ask the person who invited you, click the button below, give us a message, ask the person who invited you that you can start, that you're now willing, you're now ready to start investing in your Kaiser healthcare program now. So build a solid financial foundation, start investing in Kaiser, and what do you call this one? Have financial peace, secure your future, have a great life here at IMG. Thank you and God bless.